This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come
Come,
in,
Samixa,
ma'am?
please come.
May I come in, sir? Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Please sit down. When is your interview, Samixa?
Ma'am, on 11th January.
Okay. And how many mocks have you done so far?
Ma'am, this is my fourth.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're doing some coaching also?
Ma'am, from Forum Institute only.
From?
From Forum, yeah.
Forum only. All right. So you are a Gujarati or you are a Bihari?
Ma'am, I associate with both of them. Basically, I am from Uttar Pradesh and we are living in Gujarat from 45 years almost.
From 45 years?
Yes.
Okay, so your parents went there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Where are you from UP?
From Jhansi, ma'am.
From Jhansi, all right. Have you been to UP?
Ma'am, very less. I mean, 3 to 4 times.
3, 4 times. I'm going to ask you, give me 2 plus points that UP has which Gujarat doesn't, and 2 plus points that Gujarat has which UP doesn't.
Ma'am, the plus point of Gujarat with respect to UP is the safety of the women and also the liberal mindset with respect to the women that Gujarat has. Ma'am, the plus point of UP is the environment basically. Like in Gujarat, we have much of the polluted environment nowadays. So that is a plus point. And ma'am, the second is about the food that I like of the Uttar Pradesh, which is not that much in the Gujarat.
Which food do you like in Uttar Pradesh?
Ma'am, the aloo chaat.
You don't like meetha in the food, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are not a Bihari, Gujarati or a Bihari, a UPite then. But obviously you've not been to UP much because you wouldn't have talked about the unpolluted environment otherwise. But anyway, well put. So you're a chemical engineer in Gujarat, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So Gujarat is a sort of one of the hubs for the API industry.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is the other place which is the hub for API industry? There are 3 places basically.
Ma'am, in India?
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I'm not aware of it. I will read about it.
But you know what is an API?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me a little about the API industry and what ails the API industry today.
Ma'am, the API are active pharmaceuticals ingredients, which are the basic raw material in any of the drug manufacturing. And ma'am, about the ailments, ma'am, I have to read about.
It's actually not the raw material. There's the active ingredient.
Yes, ma'am.
The one that has therapeutic value.
Yeah.
So apart from that, you don't know.
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. You read the newspapers?
Yes, ma'am.
2-3 days ago, there was a newspaper article about leakage of ammonia gas from a fertilizer plant. Are you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Where was that?
Ma'am, it was in Tamil Nadu.
Where exactly?
Ma'am, Tamil Nadu. Ma'am, I know the name of the industry.
No, which place was it?
Sorry, ma'am. I'm not able to recall.
Okay, fair enough. So now, does it remind you of some very infamous gas leakage that took place?
Ma'am, one was the Bhopal gas tragedy that
What
happened.
was the gas there?
Ma'am, it was methyl isocyanide.
Okay. Now, what are the protocols and were they followed with this when this leakage happened, the present one? What are the protocols in this case?
Ma'am, I have to read about it.
Okay, all right, never mind. You heard of the Chemical Weapons Convention?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
Ma'am, it is about prohibiting the use of the chemical weapons because it has a lot of health and the other issues.
No, of course. What does it say exactly? Precisely what does it say? It's just prohibiting the use or is it going beyond that?
Ma'am, it prohibits the use, manufacturing and also the stockpiling of the same.
Achha. And is India a signatory to that?
Yes, ma'am, it is signatory.
All right. Which means, have we today destroyed all our stockpiles or we still have them?
Ma'am, I have to look up about it, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
And when was it last used? Is there any war or any incident that you can talk about where it was last used?
Ma'am, if I can
And
guess,
there's one country that uses it quite often still. Can you tell me who that is?
no, ma'am, I can can I have a guess about the same?
All right.
Ma'am, it was a news when the Ukraine-Russia war was going.
Absolutely right.
Ma'am, that I know.
Which place was it? You recall?
No,
Mariupol.
Mariupol. Yeah, ma'am, that is a port. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Thank you.
So now, supposing you are district magistrate in Anand.
Okay.
You understand the term baby factory? Gujarat was called the baby factory.
Okay.
Can you guess why it was called so?
Sorry, ma'am, I have to read about
Anand
it.
particularly because there was a lot of babies by surrogacy.
Okay.
You heard of Maitri Karar?
No, ma'am.
Achha. But you lived in Gujarat,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. So, are you aware of the Surrogacy Act?
Yes, ma'am.
What does it say? Today, if an unmarried woman wants to be surrogate mother to a non-relative, can she do it?
Ma'am, to the non-relative?
Not somebody who's not a relative.
Ma'am, I know about that. If she is a relative, then she can do it.
I want to ask please answer my question.
Sorry, ma'am, I have to read about it.
So you should know, an unmarried woman can be surrogate mother to a relative's baby. Huh? That's what you're saying?
Ma'am, I think it is with the married woman. Ma'am, I have to go in the deeper detail about the same.
All right. Okay, now visualize that you are the district magistrate of Dangs. You know the Dang district?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it famous for?
Ma'am, it is famous for the art of the...
It's a tribal district, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am, Bolly art.
So you are the district magistrate of Dang, and you find that you want to improve the lot of the tribals. What are the steps you will take? Which areas will you address? Just 3. Answer in 3 sentences.
Ma'am, first of all, the connectivity with respect to the other areas. Ma'am, the second is economic viability, or economic status of the tribals.
No, what? Be specific. What will you do? These are very general terms. You are district magistrate. What are the scheme? What will you do precisely?
Ma'am, first of all, I will also look at the health indicators and about the health, that is non-communicable disease are much there. So I will address that.
Non-communicable diseases are there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, the third, that would be about the economic status of them by the art and culture promotion of that place, ma'am.
I don't understand. You will look at their economic status through art and culture promotion. I'm unclear what you're saying.
Ma'am, by like their art, Wally art, we can promote them, and also about the minor forest producers.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Samiksha,
Yes, sir.
just give me, just clarify me. What was the name of the gas that was leaked in Bhopal?
Sir, methyl isocyanate.
Come again?
Cyanide.
Cyanide
Yes, sir.
or isocyanate?
Sir, cyanide.
It was methyl isocyanate.
Okay.
Now tell me, what is the chemical formulation of methyl isocyanide
Sorry, sir, I have to look about it.
and chemical formulation of methyl isocyanate?
Sir, I have to look it.
So isocyanate is CN and then O, right?
Yes, sir.
And when you are saying isocyanide, this is CN, CH3CN, CH3CNO. Like, since you are chemical engineer, and suppose you don't know which chemical actually has leaked, some chemical, toxic chemical leaks. You are the district magistrate, right? And you just come to know that it is a toxic chemical and it is leaked. What first precautionary measure that you would take or advisory that you would issue without knowing the character of the chemical?
So the first would be to vacate the people, those who are nearby.
You don't
the
have
scene.
that much time. You just have access to a radio.
Sir, I will first of all publish that I will just announce that there is certain kind of chemical leak over here, and so this area is restricted. So a lot of like people would not come here for better investigation and also.
So actually there would be, a stampede. People would start running around here and there, right?
Yes, sir.
Think about it.
Yes, sir.
No, recently a chemical tanker ship was attacked in Yemen, right? That Red
Yes.
Sea. What is the name of the tanker ship?
Sir, I can't recall at the moment.
What was it carrying?
Sir, it was basically having some containers related to the.
It's not container, it's a tanker ship.
Sorry, sir. I have to read.
Who attacked this ship?
Sir, like in the news, they have been covering the Hamas have been attacked.
Hamas has attacked.
Yes.
Okay. These Houthi rebels.
Yes.
So tell me, India has deployed its naval ship there.
Yes.
US also has a full naval frigate targeting these rebels. But India has categorically denied any association with American team. Why so? You already have deployed your 5-6 numbers of naval ships. Then why are you denying any association with American team?
Sir, I have to read about the same in the details, sir.
Okay. Have you heard of Mr. Henry Kissinger?
Yes, sir.
Can you assess his contribution to global geopolitics?
Sir, I know that about him a bit of the information that he has written a book based on for the climate change, and so like about the geopolitical I have to read.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Samiksha.
Hello, sir.
Earlier, you told ma'am that so you have roots in UP
Yes, sir.
and you have been living in Gujarat for quite a long period of time.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, in the census, would you be treated as a migrant or would you be treated as a native of Gujarat?
Sir, I can't follow. Please, can you come again, sir?
In the census,
Yes, sir.
would you be treated as a migrant? You be enumerated as a migrant or as a native of Gujarat?
Sir, now I am treated as a native of Gujarat because already have a domicile of the place.
Okay. And what is the definition of migrant according to the census?
Sir, I don't remember the exact definition. I will read about it, sir.
Okay. And any idea how much, approximate what percentage population of India is migrant?
So the internal migration is somewhere around 37%. Like, so the rest of the data I'm not aware.
37%.
Yes.
All right. And what share is the highest? District, intra-district, interstate? Any idea regarding that?
Sir, I have to read.
Okay. Never mind. Tell me, what are the challenges that migration pose to, administration? Because you will be an administrator, you are aspiring to be an administrator. What challenges do you foresee, a migrant population has?
So the first is with regard to the language barrier,
No,
especially.
I'm talking from the point of view of the administrator.
Okay.
What challenges do administration face when, the migration is very high?
Sir, with regard to the influx, the resources burden will happen when it comes to the shelter and also the food and the essential services. Sir. So that will be the major challenge according to me.
Don't you think services, the delivery of services is also a challenge? A person may be, registered somewhere else. Maybe he was registered in Bihar, then they migrate to, Gujarat. And then there is a problem of mapping. Where are they entitled to receive their services?
Yes, sir. For that, we are coming out with one nation, one card kind of scheme. So I think that it will be addressed in the leader.
So do you think Aadhaar has simplified this challenge?
Yes, sir. It is a lessen the duplication of the people. Like before, it was one person. If they are living in suppose UP, they would have the election ID card of there also in Gujarat as well. So, sir, from the Aadhaar card, this has been reduced.
Okay. But there were, concerns that were raised when Election Commission had said that they'll map Aadhaar with ID cards. There were certain voices that were raised against this initiative. Do you think what were the concern? What was the opposition to?
So I have to read about it. Sorry, sir.
Okay. And also, there was a proposal by the Election Commission, I think it was last year, when they had said that, migrants can also be allowed to vote at their place of residence. Say, for example, election is happening in Bihar, but migrants in Gujarat may be able to vote for their constituency in Bihar. Do you think this is a welcome move? And what is the status of the proposal? Is Election Commission going ahead with it?
Sir, it is a kind of welcome move because when the migrants are migrating, generally they are not being much in like the eyes of the political parties because they know that somehow they are not going to help them to get the vote. So that their condition is not improving. So for that, it is a very welcome move because now their voice will also be heard at the place of the residence.
So you think that the turnout can increase, the electoral turnout can increase if migrants are also allowed to vote?
So the turnout also and the quality of services that they will get, that will also improve, sir.
But a migrant in Gujarat may not be of very, concern to the government in Bihar because they know that this person is not there to, access those services. So do you think that they will value their vote? Or there will be a constituency or they'll canvass them to, come out or vote for them?
Sir, as a citizen, everyone is like, for any of the election, we are concerned about the parties, sir.
And what is the status? Is the Election Commission going ahead with it?
Sir, I have to read about it, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Samiksha. That's all
Thank you,
from my side.
Samiksha, your optional is public administration, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you say what is the difference between governance and good governance?
Sir, the good governance implies the responsibility and also the rule of law, and it also encompasses the transparency, accountability parameters. Whereas a governance is a form of like doing the setting up the policies and all, but they may not consist of all the transparency and accountability. So good governance is a broader term and it is a more citizen-friendly term.
So broader term, it means what are all the stakeholders involved in good governance? Are there any stakeholders while we talk about good governance?
Sir, about the citizens and the community participation. Sir, there will be the stakeholders like the NGOs, the people concerned.
There is government, there is private sector.
Yes, sir.
There is civil society.
Civil society.
There are NGOs.
Yes.
There are media.
Yes.
International organizations.
Yes.
Okay. All those are the stakeholders, right?
Yes.
So coming to the community self-help groups.
Yes.
You know about self-help groups?
Yes, sir.
So mostly in most of the states there is women-led self-help groups.
Yes.
They have been successful. I think in Gujarat also they have been largely
Yes.
successful. So that success is limited to few states or it is successful across the country?
So the success is there have been progressive things in all the district, but it is not successful in all the places. There have been variations. Like in South, it is more progressive compared to the northern India parts.
Why such?
Sir, because in the if we look at the South India, then sir, the women's are more progressive. The literacy rate are also more, and compared to the same the caste barriers and everything, they are having more good community holds, sir.
No, in South India also we have so many caste barriers. So why you have tribal self-help groups? Do you think tribal self-help groups have succeeded?
Sir, I have to read about it in detail.
Okay. When we talk about administrative reforms, we say administrative reforms are multidimensional.
Yes.
So what is about that? What is that multidimensionality?
Sir, we have to improve on many parameters when it comes to the administrative reforms, like for the training part, then for the sensitization of the forces as well. And sir, based on the other things, we have to also come across the recruitment process. So they have to be on the multiple sectors. Sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.